Okay, today we are playing a game on Dorado. We are playing Mercy the entire way through, and I'm not sure what the SR is because it's from the replay, but I think we're in gold, roughly, based off the email. So, let's just start the game. So, we are attacking first. We've got a Widow with us, so we want to try and hang out with the Widow as much as we can. Unfortunately, the other healer is Bridget, so we are going to probably have to go off and heal people at some point rather than just sticking with the Widow and damage boosting them. But we would like to do that as much as we can. Junkrat's also a good one to damage boost. As sort of the idea of playing Mercy, we're really looking to damage boost people as much as we physically can be. So Widow's getting dove by D.Va. We ended up bumping into the ground, but we got away in the end, so it's okay. D.Va, didn't seem particularly interested in us, so that's awfully nice. We come down to try and get to the Bridget. Tragically, we aren't going to get to the Bridget. Now, the thing is with coming down here is that we have left Widow behind. Now, we do want to try and heal that lady, but frankly, she looks pretty fucking dead. So I would have been more inclined to hang out with the Widow personally, rather than jump down to try and get to the Bridget. If the Bridget was in line of sight, that makes it a lot easier. That would change things slightly, but seeing as she was around the wall and really low health, I would have rather stayed with the Widow. Widow didn't die, so it's fine, you know, works out in the end, but we did leave her alone versus the D.Va situation, but it all worked out in the end. So things are going well. We're managing to make some headway through the choke point, which is nice. Reinhardt's gotten walled off, so he's pretty much gonna die. We should be hanging out to try and see the Reinhardt when the wall comes down, because we can infer he's probably going to be really low health when that wall comes down. We are extremely unlikely to save him, obviously, given everything that was happening to him, but it's important that we try, given that he's the main tank and all. So, we get back in time to res the Widow. That's nice. People are fighting up there. Can't get to that person. Don't even bother. He's way too deep in to try and save. Our Bridget has a red shield, so that's nice. That's very... The UI on the replay system is working flawlessly, obviously. D.Va overshot trying to dive the Widow, so that didn't work out terribly well for her, and we've just captured the checkpoint, so everything's going well. We've done like 80% of the map so far already by just capturing this checkpoint. Trust me, that's pretty much how Dorado breaks down overall in terms of difficulty. Once you get the first checkpoint, it's all downhill from there. That's a weird way to phrase it, because it implies it's all going to go better, but I meant downhill as in it's going to be easier, rather than having to go uphill. When you say if it was an uphill trek or a downhill, or all downhill from here, it's... Both of those things mean bad things, don't they? English is a fucked up language, dude. I don't know what I'm talking about. Nothing's happening. It's fine. So we've decided to pop Valkyrie, really early on in here, and I mean, we do want to use it as early in the team fight as possible, so that as many people can benefit from it as possible, but we've popped it, pretty early. Nothing's really happening at the time. Was that their Junkrat that came up behind us? It was their Junkrat that came up behind us. Maybe we knew he was coming. I didn't know he was coming, but maybe we knew. Because we did pop it, pretty early, but at the same time, there's not necessarily anything wrong with popping Valkyrie before the fight even starts to try and get your team to move forward. Because, it can be hard as Mercy to get your team to move forward sometimes, and that's the best you get. So that snow globe was blue, which would imply that it was friendly, but no, it wasn't actually. That wall's blue, but no. Again, not actually friendly. It's a little fucked up, isn't it? You know. But I mean, it's, they're the red team. Or, it's so fucked up, because we got the blue UI around us, but some of their shit's blue as well, like their May wall. And then our Bridget had the red shield. How nice. The UI's working exactly as intended. So things have started going very badly. We can't really res anybody. I mean, we don't have res up. We couldn't have res those people anyway. They died, right in front of the enemy team, but our res wasn't even up. Roadhog is doing his absolute best to get staggered. That man just wanted to die again right there. He could have left so much earlier, but he just decided not to. So, you know, that's nice. We can hear Riptire coming now. I'm wondering if it's actually because I was looking at the subtitles, and I was like, is the red one on our team or their team? Because we've got all fucked up, shield colors. Now it's the enemy one. Now we're hiding. Wow. That went a lot better than it usually does with the tire. Nobody died. It went for the Roadhog, which is a classic mistake. You don't want to go for the Roadhog. This was a risky way to try and avoid this self-destruct, because we're just going, like, up. We could have just dipped around the wall and broken line of sight like that instead of going all the way up instead. It's just going to break line of sight to it faster than going, like, straight up in the air. So we're going after one of the DPS in Valkyrie. I highly encourage this behavior. If you can, it's very hard for most... Yeah, that's their Junkrat. I was like, that's their Junkrat, isn't it? It is. We shouldn't go for that when their Junkrat is right next to the body. We might have thought it was our Junkrat, but no. Can't do that when their Junkrat's there. I highly encourage, when you're using Valkyrie, if you spot a support or DPS that's kind of off by themselves, just go for it, dude. Most DPS are gonna really struggle to kill a Mercy during Valkyrie. If they don't have hard crowd control, pretty much, it's gonna be very difficult for them to actually kill you. So you can pretty much go ham on any support or DPS you see off by themselves, and it will probably work out for you. So I highly encourage that behavior. Their Mercy's trying to do it to us right now. That's our tire that I can hear going. Yeah, great. The colors are, like, all fucked up on everything, and it's very upsetting. Oh, fuck. Well. So that... Okay, yeah, it skipped. Alright, I was like, did I just, like, black out for a second? No. Well, we captured the checkpoint anyway, so it's all well. Just sort of missed out on the parts that led up to it. But we died, we caught it, we got the point, whatever, doesn't matter. So we're back. Widow... You could see the Reinhardt silhouette go, whoa, hold on. What the fuck? Because he's like, pokes out, and he's like, hold on. Was that a fucking Widow I saw? And he comes back to fire Striker. Oh, he got her. He fucking got her. Now we're gonna have to go over this way to put some distance between him. Oh my god. That's a risky res to go for when their Rhine is, like, right fucking there. Fortunately, he decided to Earth Shatter and we were around the pillar, so we didn't get Earth Shattered. But that's a pretty scary res to go for when Reinhardt is so close to us at the time. Rhine didn't even get us, it was the Genji that they have now that got us in the end. Their team has gotten a little scarier to us now, because they've got the Winston Diva Genji. So they suddenly have a lot more things that are scary to us as Widowmaker, as Mercy. So we are now encouraged to hang out next to our Roadhog and or Bridget, because they're the ones that have the hard crowd control that are likely to save us from these people. But one or both of those heroes might be, like, really fucking in the enemy team, therefore not making it really safe for us to go and hang out next to them. But when the enemy team starts getting pretty dive heavy, that's pretty much the best thing you can do as Mercy, outside of just use Valkyrie and fly away from those people, basically. But that one's a little bit on the situational side. You don't really get to just fly away from the bad men freely, unfortunately. How we wish we could. Do you ever think they'll add a healer that can just straight up fly? I don't mean Zenyatta, right? Like, just straight up, like, fly. That'd be pretty sick. Probably not, though, because it would be mad obnoxious. Great Mercy combo, right? Though it would be nice if Mercy had another hero that they really synergized with outside of Pharah, right? Still being the classic Mercy combo. Though Mercy can combo with pretty much anybody that does consistent DPS. It doesn't have to be a Pharah, that's just the original. It's a shame that as the game has gone on, Pharah has gotten less and less good as time has gone by, hasn't it? Genji's trying to kill us with Dragon Blade. Oh, that was a good use of the jump right there to get away from him. It is good to be able to do the boost jump as Mercy. It'll save you in some circumstances. Quite a few circumstances, to be fair. I'm just bad and never learned how to do it. It's alright, though. I don't really play Mercy, so it's not a problem for me. As I was saying, it's a shame Pharah's, like, gotten worse and worse as time's gone by, hasn't it? Mostly, I think, just because there are a lot of Pharah counters now, right? Like, more hit scan DPS have been added, D.Va got better over time, Hanzo can feasibly counter Pharah now, Ana can, Batista can, Moira can. There's just a lot of people that can contest Pharah at this point that you don't really have to even worry about it, because, like, you'll probably just have some Pharah counters by happenstance. And also, I kind of think, just as the average skill of the player base has risen over time, which has happened, don't laugh, over time, the natural skill of the player base always does rise. I think as people have just gotten better at the game, Pharah has also gotten worse, because people have gotten better at shooting the bad men, and are better at actually picking heroes like D.Va, right? Mostly because D.Va's really good. Even Sigma isn't bad versus Pharah, because his balls go far enough that you can reasonably hit her unless she's super far away, and you don't even have to get a direct hit on her to start doing damage, so even Sigma's pretty good. A shame. A tragedy. A good Pharah is still gonna, like, absolutely dumpster people, though, but it has gotten, harder as time has gone by. So there's a Reaper on their team now, which is scary to us. They also have a Bastion, but they're playing a dive comp, so the Bastion is of negligible risk to us. That's not our D.Va. We did just res that person right next to D.Va. D.Va's one that you can sometimes just get away with resing people right in front of. D.Va's not necessarily going to fuck you up. And we had some armor from Bridget as well at the time, so we were pretty safe to go for that one, even though we were right next to her. Good use of the jump, get a little bit of distance from the sort of scary situation. It's good tech to learn. It's some of the only tech in the game as well, because Blizzard has a tendency to patch out tech once it's been discovered, because, well, that's not playing the hero exactly as we designed them, so we don't really like that very much. Oh, there's Reaper. Alright, it's alright. It's nice that we have a Widow on our team as well, because anybody, like, really long range that you have on your team as Mercy, like Widow, Soldier, Ashe, it's good to keep in mind roughly where those people are as Mercy, because you can always use them as a point of escape, right? Because they're usually going to be really far away from your team and on high ground, so you can typically see them to lock onto them from most locations. They're good heroes to keep in mind their rough location. So their Winston is on us right now. We're in a fairly unenviable situation right now, where we are, nowhere is really safe for us, because, we're over here, like, oh, Winston comes for us. So now, we can't hang out back here, because Winston's here, he's gonna kill us. So we have to come over here. But the bad men are also over here, and Reaper starts spinning as well, so it gets even worse once we actually get over there. There's not really a great option at that point. If we were on high ground, you know, maybe Winston would have been less inclined to jump on us, you know, like, once Valkyrie ended. But, I mean, Winston can just jump onto us regardless. It's one of those, like, bad situations where there's not really much you can do as Mercy, because there's nobody in a good position for us to escape to, and there's danger everywhere, basically. This one, however, just don't try and help this guy. Like, he's fucking dead. It's not worth the risk trying to get this guy out of here, because the entire enemy team is right fucking there, and Roadhog has to go so far to get to safety that it's not tenable. Better to just leave the guy behind. All that happened is we ended up dying with him, and we healed him a little bit, so he ended up giving a little bit more ult charge to the badman as well. That's something you have to worry about as a healer sometimes. You trying to save someone can end up just feeding the enemy team more ult charge. I'm a thirsty boy. So, Bridget's behind us. Not much to be concerned about. She's never going to kill a Roadhog for us healing her. For healing him. Roadhog's not a her, to my knowledge. I don't know why elevator music just started playing in my mind right there. So we popped Valkyrie. Did we really need to pop Valkyrie? Went back a little further than I needed to. Not really. It's kind of just Winston, and there's a lot of our teammates in the near vicinity, including the other healer, so it was a little bit of an overreaction to use Valkyrie right then and there, because most of their team were dead at that point. Winston being near us is scary, but the rest of our team was nearby, so hopefully they would help fend the Winston off right when they've got literally nothing else to be doing with their time. But you never know with some people, to be fair. So Winston got absolutely fucking dunked on right there, though. That was pretty sick. It's just playing, like, the wrong Junkrat sounds. So, like, I just heard the rip tire, and I was like, that's the bad man rip tire. Oh, no, that's our rip tire. Okay, cool. On top of, like, you know, us being the blue team, but, like, some of the UI is just not the right color, and the subtitles are the wrong color. It's very upsetting. I'm very upset. Working as intended. Maybe it's me being stupid. Maybe it's I who is stupid. I'm also colorblind, so maybe I'm just really fucking stupid. I can hear somebody walking in the building next to us. I think it's their Junkrat. Bombs have started appearing, so I'm guessing that, yes, it was their Junkrat. I'm not sure how it works with the spectator system, because usually the enemy sound effects are more distinct compared to yours, but I'm not sure if that carries over for the spectator system, if it actually, like, cares about the person you're looking at or not, through or not. What's that? FBI Agent Mark. We must also be on console, because there's a lot of names with underscores in them right there, which doesn't happen outside of console, really, unless the person is deciding to go for a real stupid fucking name. Oh god, bad men started coming right as we started doing that. It's alright, they were really far away from us. Oh, a little bit of a quantum jump right there. Quantum leap would be the correct terminology, actually. We decided to pop Valkyrie right now. Again, not really necessary right now, because kind of not a lot is really happening. A couple people die, like, right as we push the button, but, like, 2 of them are already dead. Junkrat's not in a position to really be doing anything, and he dies, like, right before we touch the button as well, so not necessary to use Valkyrie right now. Could have saved it there. Even without the Junkrat dying, like, it didn't look like he was going to accomplish much of anything from that position, so it would have been better to save it. So we've gone off to try and, like, get a little bit of damage in. There's people for us to jump to, so it's relatively risk-free. We get a little bit of alt charge if we can do it, you know. We can see through the spectator UI, a lot of ultimates are about to get pushed on both teams. And we will see who pushes their buttons better. It looks like it's going to be their team, because Reaper just got both the supports, which is pretty bad. If we had Valkyrie, we would have not been in a position to die right there, and then we're talking about a completely different team fight happening out here at that point, so this is one of those situations where us using our ultimate earlier in the game might have led to this fight having a different outcome, which definitely can matter, given it had the potential to be the last fight of the game. No guarantee, regardless, but Reaper killing both the supports right at the start of the fight is pretty much just like, you're gonna lose this team fight now. As soon as you lose both your supports, like, it's pretty much done. Like, it's not 100% done, but it's pretty done. The hand of Daddy Jeff is gonna have to reach down and bless you personally to make it out of that one. I forgot that that happens with my hand, because the green screen is a little fucked up. If I get too close, my... Yep, there we go. That'll start disappearing too. It's a little fucked up, but it mostly works. That's the important thing. I've even mostly gotten rid of that shadow that appears behind me sometimes. Isn't that incredible? See, like, that tire was red, right? Like, we got a blue Junkrat right there with a different glow coming off the tire. It's very upsetting. Anyway, our Junkrat just fucking died. We can't res him because their Junkrat is stood right there. Oh, now he's dead. Now we can res him. We pop Valkyrie as well to get line of sight. Plus, you know, we can use it during this fight as well. This fight looks like it's going to be the last fight. It wasn't super necessary to pop it right there. The main thing is it gave us line of sight to Junkrat to res him. But the fight was looking pretty good. It wasn't looking 100% still, so it's not, like, completely unjustified to use it, because a lot of people were in critical health, but, you know, it could have justified holding it. Oh, you hate to see it happen. We boosted right when we shouldn't have boosted and just came into line of sight of it, which is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's starting to look a little sketchy at this point. We did get it all the way to the end, so it's not the end of the world if they get it all the way to the end, but, you know, we'd prefer they didn't, obviously. Rather not give them the chance. I mean, you can probably tell by the rough time left on the video, but yeah, you know, we're gonna get him. So, pretty good Mercy game overall. Nothing overarching stood out. Hey, what we got? Mandalore Gaming's really good. I did just watch this whole thing about the Sly Cooper series because I really like Sly Cooper. Very good series. I have a lot of fond memories of it, and this was a really good set of videos by B-Mask. Highly recommend. This is probably my favorite YouTuber, Noah Caldwell Gervais. Fair warning, all of his videos are like 1 to 2 hour long videos usually, but there's some that are like 4 hours just talking about video games, but they are really good videos if you like long form content, basically. There's some political ones on this boy here, but also are good videos. Some of them are about gaming as well, so, you know, good stuff. What else we got? Don't know who this is. It's just like, hey, you watch some Sly Cooper. This is very adjacent. I didn't even know if Thieves in Time came out. So, that's a bad sign for that game right there. To be fair, the whole concept of them releasing another Sly Cooper game was a little ridiculous because 3 had a pretty definitive ending overall. And then, you know, Ratchet & Clank is fairly adjacent. Anyway, great job, YouTube algorithm. You're pretty good, but you did go for, like, low-hanging fruit of, like, hey, you follow these people. Would you like to watch some videos from these people? Kind of watched them all, but, you know, that one I literally watched today, but, you know, that's fine. Anyway, so nothing overarching stood out. It was a pretty good Mercy game overall. Way better than, like, the average Gold Mercy, so that's great. I think we're in Gold. Let me look at the email again. Wow, bro, thanks to you, I went from bronze to gold in 3 weeks. You overestimate how much I helped you, I think. You did most of the work in there, but congratulations on your climb. That's a lot to climb in a short period of time, so congratulations on the climb all the same. So I'm pretty sure we're in gold in here. And, way better than the average Gold Mercy. We weren't doing anything particularly egregious. We just, like, didn't need to use Valkyrie in a couple of situations. Outside of that, nothing horribly egregious stood out. You know, we went for the res next to the Junkrat. We could have just missed the Junkrat, you know, whatever. And then there was the one right at the end, which was, you know, you hate to see it happen, but it happens to the best of us. I have sometimes just been like, whatever. I just, like, walked around the corner right into a Diva Bomb and just gotten exploded. And I just deliberately walked around the corner like, oh, no, I don't really know what I expected to happen. So, happens to the best of us. You hate to see it happen, though. So, yeah, pretty good Mercy game. So, thank you very much for watching if you did. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to answer. If you haven't already, you can join our Discord and ask questions more directly and have a conversation about them, or do a shitpost with us. I've started streaming on Twitch Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 8 p.m. EST till midnight EST. There's a link to the channel in the description. And congratulations again on your climb. And if you managed to make it all the way through the video and somehow still enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe for more content of middling quality in the future. And I hope you found the video helpful.